I picked up a few of the new Osprey bags, including some in the Heritage line. Starting with the Scarab, I'll do a quick review of the features and then show you how to pack this bag. The Heritage line is supposed to have this vintage look, which it definitely does, but these components are updated with some of the modern features you'd expect to see on travel backpacks. The Scarab is supposedly based on an older design, but it clearly heavily influenced the new Osprey Porter because they're basically the same bag. And just like the Porter, the Scarab here is basically just a large duffel bag with this large opening main compartment. However, the design is much simpler because instead of having a large front organizational compartment like the Porter, the Scarab just has a small little top pocket here. And then the laptop sleeve is located inside the pack instead of being a separate exterior compartment. The Scarab uses these kind of vintage nylon fabrics. This is a blueberry color. It's kind of a blue purpley. This is 500 denier nylon on the sides, and then a much thicker 1000 denier on the bottom. And then like pretty much all Osprey packs, this thing has these large, beefy number 10 YKK zippers, and also large, thick plastic Duraflex buckles. And then like I mentioned, this thing just has one exterior pocket. So it's this small top slash pocket. Zippers here, and you can see the seam. It only goes down to here. It is large enough for a few small electronics, just to show you what I have packed in here, some chargers, cords, and sunglasses. And then that main compartment, the zipper, just like the Porter, goes down almost all the way to the bottom of the pack, and this thing just flips open, giving you access to basically just a giant duffel bag style compartment. The only organization in here is this laptop sleeve. You can see it's quite large, comes out a few inches from the back of the bag, because this is also intended to be a hydration sleeve, which you can hook a little bladder up to this top hook right here. And just to show you, this thing will easily fit this Dell 15-inch laptop, and you can see there's really no access to this thing other than having to open the entire main compartment. And although the access isn't great, this thing is decently padded. This thinner foam on the back, soft, thicker foam on the back of the backpack. And then on the bottom, it's sewn away from the bottom of the pack about an inch. And then just real quick, I'll pack this thing up so you can see kind of what an example amount of gear you can fit in this pack. For the clothes, I'll take 2 packing cubes. I have a smaller one with socks and underwear. This is the old style Eagle Creek compression cube. This is the newer style, medium, about 10 by 14, and this is the clean dirty cube. Additionally, I have a small thin fleece, and then if I can fit it, I'll put in these pair of shoes. This larger cube is 4 t-shirts, 2 pairs of shorts, pair of pants, and a long sleeve button-up shirt. The small cube is 4 socks and 4 underwear. This clean dirty cube doesn't compress, but it has 2 compartments with a fabric separator in there. This top where you put your clean clothes with the fabric, and then when they get dirty on the road, you transfer them to this back section. Because this is only a 30-liter bag and this is kind of a large packing cube, I'm gonna put it in there lengthways. Still gives me some space up here in the front, large enough for this small packing cube. This is the rest of the gear I'll be putting in there: scrub, a towel, toiletry kit, some electronics, sunglasses, little travel bag, water bottle, and then a couple other little small odds and ends. And because this bag doesn't have a lot of pockets, I have this little kind of zippered pouch thing here that I'm gonna put a lot of these small items into. I'm just gonna pack all the large, bulky items here in this main compartment. It's not a whole lot of organizational space, so kind of just Tetris it in there however you want. One thing you notice when packing this bag is this main zipper is kind of hidden behind this fabric flap, really similar to the Osprey Farpoint. This is kind of a good and a bad feature. When you're trying to zip this thing up, this little flap, you can see it kind of gets caught on that, can kind of get in the way. It's a little bit annoying. However, when you get the bag shut, it is a great security feature because this zipper is now hidden underneath the flap and it's hard to get to. That's all that stuff in there. You can see I have this thing Not packed completely full, but it's packed about as big as you want it if you're gonna use this as a carry-on. Right now, it's a little over 20. It's about 14 inches wide. And the way I have it right here, it's about 9 inches deep. So because I actually do have a little bit of room in here, I'm just gonna throw a few more things in here and try to kind of overpack this bag. So I'm just gonna stick my laptop in here, and then I can also show you that it's kind of awkward getting this thing in there when the bag is full. And I'll also just throw this pair of shoes in there because I can. This is the bag now with that gear in there, and I just measured it to the top here. It's about 10 inches, so a little higher than you want it to be for a carry-on. However, just like the Porter, this thing has these really great compression straps. This kind of panels run up the side, kind of swaddle your pack. So you can really cinch this thing down. And then checking the width, I had it was up here before about 10, and right now I have it down below 9, which will work as a carry-on. And then I still have room in this top pocket. It's a little bit smaller than it was when the bag wasn't packed out, but I have enough room for all these electronics and sunglasses. This is the Scarab packed out with all that gear there. I just weighed it. It's 7.7 kilograms or about 17 pounds. Now the bag's packed up, let's look at the carry system. This thing has a decent enough straps that you can use it as a hiking pack. These shoulder straps are about 3 inches wide on the top here. Really wide, well padded, taper down. They have a nice curve. They have adjustable sternum strap. These top load adjusters here. And then this little fabric attachment here, it's called a yoke. This allows the backpack straps, they're kind of already come out at an angle to fit the shape around your neck and your shoulders, as opposed to other bags that are just sewn directly into the backpack. These shoulder straps are sewn into the bottom here, so they're not stowable. However, they have some decently wide padded hip belts, nice big beefy buckle here that you can actually tuck these things back in behind the backpack if you don't want to use them. And this back padding, it's decent. It's got a nice curve here in the back. It's really squishy, has this covering of this lightweight mesh fabric here. Doesn't have a lot of air ventilation, but it's quite padded and fits your back comfortably. I think they did a really great job with the carry system on this pack. You can see kind of molds my back really good, fits on there, padding, it's quite comfortable. And this yoke on the back helps the shoulder straps to conform to your shoulder so they fit on there really good. And then you have some additional adjustment here with the top load adjusters. Then the hip belt, it's a nylon strap on the front. This padding comes around to about here on the side. It works great, and if you don't want to use it, it's nice because you can just unclip it and tuck it away. All in all, the Scarab is a decent travel pack. It's very similar in style to the Osprey Porter with this large duffel style main compartment, but I think these backpack straps do a much better job of making a comfortable carry. However, there's not as much organization on this pack. There's just this small front compartment here. If you have a lot of small gear, kind of got to use a little packing cube organizer in the main compartment. And then the laptop compartment is kind of in an awkward place behind all your gear in the main compartment. It's kind of difficult to get it out of there, to open the zipper, kind of squeeze it up out at an angle. And then this flap over the zipper in the main compartment can be a good security feature, but it also makes it difficult to get into the bag. And that's the Osprey Scarab Heritage 30-liter travel backpack. Hit me up in the comments and below if you have any questions about this bag. And again, thanks for watching.